The generous bear in a lush forest filled with an abundance of fruits and berries lived a bear named Ben. Ben was the largest and strongest bear in the forest, but what made him truly special was his generosity. He always shared his food with other animals, especially during times of scarcity. One summer, a severe drought struck the forest. The rivers dried up and food became scarce. Many animals were struggling to find enough to eat. Ben, with his keen sense of smell, managed to find a hidden grove filled with ripe berries and fruits. Instead of keeping the discovery to himself, he decided to share it with his friends. Ben gathered as much food as he could carry and brought it back to the center of the forest. He called a meeting and invited all the animals to come and share the bounty. "There's enough for everyone," he said with a warm smile. "Let's make sure no one goes hungry." The animals were overjoyed and grateful for Ben's kindness. They ate to their heart's content and felt a renewed sense of hope. Ben's generosity inspired them, and they began to look out for one another, sharing whatever little they had. As the drought continued, the animals worked together to find and share food. The forest, once divided by competition, became a community united by compassion and generosity. Even the smallest creatures contributed, bringing seeds, nuts, and berries to share with others. One day, as Ben was foraging, he came across a family of deer struggling to find water. He led them to a hidden spring he had discovered, ensuring they had enough to drink. The deer, in turn, shared the location with other animals, and soon, the entire forest knew about the life-saving spring. The drought eventually ended, and the forest returned to its lush, green state. The animals, however, had changed. They had learned the value of generosity and community. Ben, the generous bear, was celebrated as a hero, not just for his strength but for his big heart. Ben's acts of kindness had transformed the forest into a place where animals cared for each other. His legacy of generosity lived on, with stories of his deeds being passed down through generations. Moral generosity and compassion can unite and strengthen a community, especially in times of hardship.